Now you would have shortlisted your product, be it market-based approach or product-based approach. So we did that based on the current market trend, export trend and growth trend. There is another handy tool, very useful tool called as export potential map. So this is also from International Trade Center. So it is very reliable tool where you can use to understand the future potential for a particular product or market or as an exporter. Uh, it is very interesting tool. So you might think that there is already so much of exports and imports are happening. Is there a future scope? So here we can check what is the export potential for any particular product or for particular region. But you have to be cautious, not all the HS code will be covered in this. This particular tool shows the products or regions with, you'll have almost every countries in this tool. But when it comes to products, certain products may not come up where there is not much scope for the product in future or the data available are very meager to come to a conclusion. So let's see if there is an export potential for future exporters. So I'm just going to click on region. So region is as a world as a complete region. So it takes some time to process. So for this, let's see for, yeah, we have received, we have got it. So world. So is there export potential, future export potential? So as per the data, it shows there is $7.4 trillion worth of export potential in future. So here it gives you a scope for anyone with any background from any country. You have opportunity to succeed in the export business. So you can explore product and market. You might wonder, is this, what type of methodology do they use? They use a methodology called export potential diversification assessment methodology that considers GDP, tariff, market access, access to the sea, land empowerment, different data that are taken into consideration, and then they arrive to a decision, and this is very user friendly tool. So you can use this export potential map in three different ways. So one is to identify the products, which are the different type of products that can be exported to different markets, like how we saw in the market-based approach. Then you can identify the market, like you can drop down to a particular HS code and you can find out which market you can export that product to. In exporters tab, you can check who are the exporters who have a scope for particular product in particular market. So as we know that there are different type of products that can be exported from different countries. Any product you take, any country's exporters can export if there is a favorable condition to cultivate or produce or fabricate, process, manufacture. So to understand, to mitigate the competition, you can identify that. So now I'm going to check in the product tab where you can check as an exporter in particular market which product has a scope. So here I'm just going to use, because I'm from India, I'm going to use India. And in market Saudi Arabia, where we have already checked in the one of the sessions. So when you make a selection, the export potential map comes with three different types of graphs or pictures, pictorial representations. One is in tree map, one is in gap chart, another is the analyze export potential. While it's taking time to load the data, I'll explain about what are the different features you can use. So product diversification, find new opportunities. There will be key findings, the export potential and realized export potential that differs in each selection, and you can embed or share this to anyone, and it is downloadable. It is free to use. So I'm going to, because I don't like this tree map, it's so messy. I wanted to have easy to understand. It is not messy. You can check it on the percentage, but I'm just going to use the gap chart. Sorry, gap chart. So in gap chart, it comes up with different types of products. So in Saudi Arabia, you have opportunity for rice, medicaments, motorcycles, and transport for the persons. And here you can see it shows the export potential. What's the actual exports that's happening for only 5 years average. So in actual exports, rice at the top, then benzene almost it become over imported product from India. Then exports to actual map, exports gap, sorry. So here it shows the future scope. What are the products which has a future scope? T-shirts, shrimps, prawns from India. So if you show this, if you hover over this question mark, you can get further information. So this is how you have to use the products tab. Next, we'll see on the markets. Next, we are going to see about the analyze the export potential. So this is also easier. The difference is it's just the different type of representation, and what matters the most is these choices. So here, when you see the analyze export potential, it comes. It is in number order, so it makes so easier for you to understand which is in first place and second, the order of exporting the product. So here you can see here export potential rank. Then depending upon the demand in that country. So which has a huge demand for the product, motor vehicles for the transport of persons. Then medicaments. Then rice. Then if you want to know the supply, depending upon the supply of these products. So you can see the things changes. So what matters you the most, whether you want to go as per the demand. The cleverest choice is going via the demand. But if you want to know what is happening now, right now, and then how the supply in that particular market, you can make your choice. Next, if we go to the market section, in market section as an exporter, what are the product in all the products where I can choose the particular country for the export. But to be precise, I want to fix on one product, say the watermelon, melons, which we saw for the Saudi Arabia. Let me choose papayas. So if I say papayas from India to be exported, I can see which are the countries that I can export to. So here also it divides in export potential, then actual exports, how the exports are happening at the moment. If you think papayas are getting exported to Saudi Arabia and Kuwait at the moment in good quantities, definitely we have almost oversaturated the market, and new exporters also will try to export the same product. Then to just get the order, they will go for credit based. So this will put stress on the exports. So here you can see that UAE presents good option. So future, you have to know which market will be a good future for the product. Then potential to actual gap. What's happening now? How much we still have the future. Then you can go for the analyze for export potential. So in number system, and then again I'm going to go via demand. So demand, we can see that which country comes first, and then the list goes on. Then the exporters. So for a particular product in particular market, which exporters have a huge opportunity. So let's just go for Saudi Arabia just to make the choices simple. So here we already saw with the details. So India is the leading exporter at the moment, but then other countries also have a good opportunity because Depending upon the country's climate, water condition, the soil type, the fruits will have different taste, appearance, different purpose. So you can see that even the papaya, the tutti frutti, that comes from papaya, fresh papaya, but the ripened stage is different. So it's a bit of raw stage. So you should know what they use our product particularly for. So which we will go into the next session, how to prepare to understand in ground level, what are the groundwork we have to do when exporting certain product. Again, you can do the same thing. Here, GeoMap is just different countries where continents and countries where they have a, the same details in GeoMap based upon the position of the countries. Then you can see the export potential. Here, yeah, ease of trade, because which country can have a easy trade with that country, because some trade laws or practices will be similar and it will be easy to adopt. So Ethiopia, India, though India is the topmost exporters, the Ethiopian exporters can try papaya export to Saudi Arabia on ease of trade category. category. So it depends upon the complementarity in trade structure. So now you would have understood about how to use this export potential map. If you find the information overwhelming, it is better not to confuse yourself, because there is a purpose why we use these data. In this course, the purpose of this course is to help you to have a clear understanding of product selection, because most of the exporters find it new exporters or the exporters who wants to grow their business, they find it as a stumbling block when to choose a particular product. So that is the focus. But if you are already uh, taking this course as a part of our mastery course bundle, then these markets and exporters, these details will be using in depth in the other courses as well, where you can clearly make a strategy on winning an export business. Export business is not hard when you know what to do, when to do, how not to do. So, all the best. In the next session, we will see about how to prepare for your particular products export. What are the things you have to consider in the second stage? So, now you have information on primary level, you have shortlisted the product. Congratulations if you have done so. I would like to hear back from you. Comment it on the comment box. Thank you.